Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday, everyone. So in this video, guys, I'm going to use my device control policy from Defender for Endpoint product. Okay, and let's say I want to block this SanDisk drive, removable USB drive, and then allow this one over here, this USB drive. Okay, how are we going to do that is what I'm going to show you. Okay, and in the previous video I had showed you how to configure a device control policy to block almost everything, almost any USB drive. It is going to get blocked, and that's how we used a wildcard based configuration which would block any USB drive, okay, for that matter. But in this video we are going to customize some of the settings within Intune, Microsoft Intune portal. Okay, and then we will make sure that we have a way to allow approved usage of removable storage devices, okay, wherein blocking rest of them. So let's quickly start to the practical demonstration part, guys. So guys, let's get started. So firstly, what we need to do is we need to get the device ID or instance ID, instance path ID, which we call in Microsoft termings. So for that, what we need to do is we need to insert the USB drive. For example, so here I have inserted my SanDisk USB drive basically. Okay. So the reason why it's saying access denied is because I had a existing policy. If you remember in the last video I showed you, right, on how to block everything. Okay, and so that policy is still in place. So let me quickly do a refresh here. Quickly go to info, just sync the policy. So let me try removing and reinserting the drive, see if it's getting allowed now. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Now the USB drive is whitelisted in front of you. Okay, this is the SanDisk one. Okay, and I'll just quickly run the dep viewer tool. Okay, to pull the instance ID, instance path ID. Okay, so what I've showed in the previous video also, what we have to do, we have to just go to storage devices or disk drives over here, and you can see this is the one. All I'm going to do is just right click, copy device ID, and put it in the Word document. I think I already saved a couple of device IDs in my Word document. So let me see. Okay, so probably this is the one. This is a document that I created. But anyways, we'll do it from the scratch. Go to copy paste the device ID over here. My SanDisk one. All right. This is the SanDisk one, guys. With the name tagging itself, you can see that it belongs to SanDisk brand. Okay. Now the next one is I'm going to copy the other one. Okay. So this is what I'm going to block in this video. Okay, and I'm going to allow the other one. Okay, it does not have any name, guys. So let me insert that other USB drive. It is a very old one. Okay, and see, this is the one, and I'm going to quickly launch the tool again and quickly do a refresh here. Go to disk drives. Okay, so the first one is what the second USB drive is, guys. Okay, I will just copy paste it. It does not have any brand. Okay, this is the second one, guys, which I'm going to allow. Okay, both are just now allowed. If you see, this is also accessible. But however, I'm going to block one and allow one. So basically, I'm going to block this one and allow this one. All right. So let's quickly get started, guys. What we have to do is we have pulled the device instance ID, okay, instance path ID, which we call. And now what we have to do is we have to quickly go to Intune Center, sorry, Intune portal, Intune.microsoft.com. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go to Endpoint Security Blade. Okay, here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go to Attack Surface Reduction here. And here is where you are going to use something called reusable settings. Okay, it is basically a configuration settings where you store the information about what devices you're going to allow and what devices you're going to block. All right, using the device control policy. Here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly create a test policy, guys. So let's say what I'm going to do is block USB drives, block all USB drives. Okay, to name the same, give the name same description. Okay, click on add and click on removable storage, guys, and here is where you have to give the configuration settings. Okay, what you have to do now is you have to specify the primary ID, which is nothing but a unique identifier to a class of removable storage devices, guys. Okay, so removable storage device can be anything, can be CD-ROMs and your removable storage devices. Okay, for that matter. So if I click on this over here, you will see something called learn more. If you just open that, you will see the naming tags. Okay, so device tags, which is which has its unique names, okay, called as primary IDs. Okay, just hold on, guys. I had noted it somewhere. Let me fetch that information for you quickly. So guys, I managed to pull the information using Copilot, sir. Okay, so you can see I just asked it a question. Can you give me primary IDs of removable storage device and reusable settings in Intune? And it gave me these terms. Okay, so these are called as device tags, guys. Basically, this one out here, it is going to match all removable storage devices and take necessary action as per what you are defining. Okay, and like I said, there are removable storage in the form of CD-ROM devices. Okay, that is also going to be added up. Okay, we can consider in our scope as well. And then WPD devices, the portable device in the form of USB flash drives. Okay, and it could also be in the form of connecting via your phone. Okay, so you can your phone can also become a USB device. Okay, if you are trying to connect it over a USB cable. Okay, and connect it to your laptop or desktop, any of the personal computers. Okay, and then these are printer devices which also can act as removable storage devices, or rather it's not removable storage devices, but it's definitely a kind of a device. Okay, but we will exclude printer devices in our scope because it's not a removable storage devices. Okay, we'll just consider the very first three IDs over here. Okay, I've copy pasted the device tags here. Okay, or which is called as primary IDs. Okay, so I will just copy this one over here and define in our rule or condition, you can say. And I'll just give the same name over here, or we can change the name as well. It's not a problem. Probably we will say block USB. All right. And what we'll do is we'll just click on save, guys. Okay. And we will add another one. Okay. Or probably we'll give the same name, guys. So just leave it. And then we will just define one more settings here. Okay, which is for CD-ROM devices. Okay, and its primary ID is, and make sure the primary ID is accurate, guys. The name could be anything. Okay, does not matter, but primary ID is what you have to be very careful about. Ensure it's not case I mean, make sure it is copy pasted the same way how I'm showing you here. Okay, don't change, make it case sensitive and all. Okay, it is actually case sensitive here. Okay, for example, if you put C and then uppercase D, then it could become an issue. Okay, so ensure it's in the right format. Okay, and I'm going to click save. Okay, I'm just going to add another one as well, which is this one, WPD devices. Your settings, primary ID. I'll just say this one over here, and I'm going to quickly save it. And then what I'm going to do is let the match type be match any. Again, and that's it, guys. Okay, so the name that I've given, the settings name is block all USB drives, because we are going to block everything. Okay, all the removable storage devices. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a policy called approved USB devices. I'm going to give the name, settings name as, okay, and then click next, and then select removable storage, click on configuration settings. And what I'm going to do is, if you remember, I said I'm going to block this particular SanDisk USB drive, okay, USB device. Sorry, I said I'm going to allow this one, okay. Basically, the above one is going to be blocked as part of our reusable settings to block all USB drive. And following it up, we are going to create a reusable settings to allow this USB drive over here. Okay, this one. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this. Sorry, it's not going to be coming over here. It's going to be coming under instance path ID. Okay, which is your unique identifier for a particular device. Okay, it's a unique identifier also, you can say. And then here name is something that we have to give, which is, I will just say approved USB device. All right. And instance path ID, I have copy pasted it from our document. Okay, fetched from the dev viewer tool. Okay, and there you go, guys. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly click on the save option here, and then I'm just going to quickly click on next and save this configuration. All right, so there are two settings here. One is approved USB device, and another one is a block all USB drives. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go to security center portal, create a device control policy. Okay, to invoke these two settings. Okay, let me see if the recording is still there. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go to configuration management and go to endpoint security policies. All right, I'm going to click create new policy and select first one, and template is device control, and say create policy. Now what I'm going to do is just name this as USB policy controlled access. Okay, and then I'm going to quickly say next. All right, and basically here I'm going to define two conditions, guys, two access conditions under device control facility, and I'm going to click this thing over here. Okay, firstly I will create a say I have to create a block rule. Okay, a block USB policy will say, and under configuration instance, okay, I'm just going to say give a rule to block, sorry, deny. Okay, options we can just leave it as none for now. I will say the access mask as everything. We'll give everything, block everything, read, write, execute, file read, file write, file execute, print. Okay, and additionally I will just give another criteria, okay, audit denied, to just monitor uh, what is getting denied and what is getting allowed. Okay, and then it's the same mask, access mask, all the 7 conditions. Okay, and I will say save. So one block rule is created, and on top of that, so basically we will remove this one. So firstly we'll create a allow policy here. So allow condition usb policy. Okay, and then I'll say configuration settings, allow, say everything. All right, and simultaneously audit allowed, and then say save. Okay, so basically a block rule needs to be below and allow policy needs to be above. So that is a recommended way or best practice, I will say, whilst you're trying to create these kind of configurations. Okay, so here what we'll do is we'll just do the same thing. All right, and we'll put a audit as well. Okay, and we'll do a save quickly. So now the order is in the right manner. Block rule is created here and allow rule is created here. Okay, and here is where the instrumental part comes in, which is our configuration settings about the devices, the settings that contains the device information. Okay, I will just say included, under included ID I will say set reusable settings, and probably it is waiting for a sync, guys. There you go, guys. Here it has quickly synced up. Okay, from Intune portal over here. Okay, because there is already a Intune connection that is enabled by me. Okay, hence it's syncing quite quickly. Okay, now what I'm going to do is for allowed USB policy, I'm going to click on this add button here for approved USB device thing. Okay, and I'm quickly going to, oh, apologies, I cancelled it by mistake. Okay, guys, so here I'll say add and say save. Okay, here, and I'm going to add this one here, block all USB devices or drives. Okay, and quickly click save. Okay, I'll say next. Okay, and group name, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to select Saif. Just I've created a group called Saif's Beast. Okay, which has basically I have added 2 devices, which is my one is my physical device and one my other virtual machine, for this policy to be applicable to. Okay, so once I do that, I will say next. Okay, so this policy is currently being applied to my physical device. This is as in my laptop, physical laptop, the Asus dash F15 and then to another virtual machine that I have or I'm hosting on virtualization platform. And I'm going to quickly click save here. All right, guys, and that's the policy created, guys, in front of you. Okay, so I've termed it as USB policy controlled access. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly give it some time. Okay, otherwise what we can do is we can quickly go to devices over here. Just a second, quickly reinforce the policy on these devices. Okay, for now I'll just do it on my PC here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push out a policy. I'm going to quickly say policy sync. Just say 1 2 3 and do it. And locally what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go to access work or school settings, click on info and click on sync button. So there, then what will happen is it will fetch the latest policies. You can see the timestamp is refreshed now. We can do one more time. All right, guys. Now quickly let's see what is happening. Okay, I will remove and insert the one that is blocked currently. Okay, probably it's still doing something here. We have to wait for a couple of minutes. The policy is still getting pushed out. Additionally, I will just quickly see if the settings are in place correctly or not. Okay, so this should block anything. We have created primary ID is good. This one is good. This one is good as well. Okay, so okay, approved one. I need to ensure that I've allowed the right one. Okay, this is what I've allowed. Okay, it's all good. So I've mentioned it under instance path ID. So that's working. So probably we'll do another sync here. Here in security center. Okay, so I'm going to quickly try to reinsert it. So guys, I did another sync here. Okay, if you see the sync, I did a sync some time ago. I will do another sync here. Okay, so there is a probably a delay in policy sync. Now I'm going to quickly insert the blocked USB drive, guys, USB device. There you go, guys. You can see now the access denied message is coming. I can verify that in front of you. I'll just do a refresh. Okay, and if I go to this drive, and you can see here, guys, currently this is what I have inserted here. So this confirms that this is the one that is uh, getting blocked. Okay, and that's a live example here. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the allowed USB drive to see if the policy is working as expected. Just hold on. So guys, this should be allowed now. Okay, I'm going to quickly go to USB drive, and you can see, guys, this one is whitelisted. Okay, just hold on. Mm. So my PC is in hung state. So there you go, guys. This one is allowed. Okay, I can do again. I can just do a refresh over here. I'll go to disk drives, and there you go, guys. This is the one that we had allowed. Okay, using the reusable settings in Intune, and that's the policy working as expected, guys. This one is allowed, and I will be able to do any kind of read, write, or um, print operation. For example, uh, let's say if I want to copy this one here, this document, I should be able to do. That's because this particular device ID, as per this tool, you can see it confirms that this is what is inserted in my device right now, and you can see the same device ID which is accessible. Okay, I was able to successfully copy the file as well. Okay, so this is how you do it, guys. So this hope this tutorial is I've explained things in a comprehensive manner and for your benefit only. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the support button, guys. Do not forget to subscribe my channel, and you can reach out to me for any in case if you have any queries or questions. I am more than happy to address them. Okay, and we'll meet in the next video, guys. Until then, stay safe. We'll reach you. Bye bye.